It's Friday. Let's take a look at APEcoin and see from the perspective of a non-crypto guy what's my opinion on the details that Coinbase shared, the prospectus of this coin, and how do I compare the value? Alright, so just the price graph here to start off. That's the first thing we see in Coinbase. Obviously, there was quite a pump here in the beginning when it was launched, and then it seems it has dropped off and flatlined. And if we take, oh wow, 1.4 billion euro in market cap, this is bigger than some of the small caps that I look at on this channel, and it's bigger than a value stock, a property company that I've also been looking at recently. So it's quite a big coin. And this we get obviously by multiplying the price of the coin with the amounts of coins that are minted. So a very big value. Interesting also to see here typical hold time 52 days. So typical crypto investors here on Coinbase, they hold about 2 months. That's crazy. I think crazy from my perspective. I like to hold at least 2 years when I buy into stocks. And alright, some good volume and popularity as well. I don't know. Popularity based on relative market cap. Alright, so imply enthusiasm for the assets. So it's hype. It's ranked 28 in hype here. Interesting. Alright, so some related assets. I mean, when I look at macro trends, related assets tends to be companies in the same vertical. So maybe this is cryptos that are using a similar blockchain or similar technology or something like this. That's just, my guess when I look at related assets. If there's any of you who are really into crypto, please let me know. Is this assumption the case, or am I way off on this one? Alright, some trending assets. Recently added social here as well. Talking more about popularity once again. How many mentions on Twitter and unique posts on Reddit. I'm surprised there's not a counter for how many times Elon Musk tweeted about this crypto. I think this should be added to Coinbase. Take notes. Alright, so contributors, post, dominance. Alright, and then some talk about future news here as well. Well, it's good to see what's going on at least. Staking program. Yeah, I know about staking. I've seen some crazy promised returns on this type of program, and this is really what's keeping me from going into crypto. It's when I see, alright, you get 10% return for staking your coin, and the typical return of the S&P 500 in the really long run is like 12%, and then you can see these huge promised percentages. It's just such a big allure. And it reminds me of an old tale from The Richest Man in Babylon, the book by George S. Carton, when he talks about how Arcad entrusted his life savings to a bricklayer who was to travel to Venice and trade the money for gems where it was cheaper and then sell it at higher prices back in Babylon. A high risk, high reward journey. But in the end, the merchants of Venice was sly and sold the bricklayer pieces of glass, and thus the whole principle was lost. So I'm very wary when I hear promises of really high returns, and these types of staking programs is indeed promises of extremely high returns, and it just rings a warning bell. I don't know. I mean, I've seen some people make huge gains on crypto, so obviously kudos to them. But, for me, it just screams too much risk. Anyways, that's been it for this Friday video, taking a look at APEcoin. Some interesting stats, and hopefully I learned something today if some crypto person knows about this related assets tab. That would be interesting, right? That's been it. Hope you make a ton of money, whatever investments you decide to make. Take care now. Bye bye.